everyone. Welcome back to Crafts by KMW. Thank you so much for clicking on this video to watch it. I truly appreciate it, and I hope you will enjoy it. This is going to be a bit of a longer video as far as my haul videos go. This is probably the biggest haul that I've ever done. It has been collected over about a month, so I don't want you to think that I went out and bought all this stuff in one day. That is not true. I've been stocking home goods for Joanna Parker things and stocking Dollar Tree for their vintage items. So I've been making trips here and there a couple of times a week. And on some of those trips, I have picked up some items. I actually was gonna wait to do this haul until I got all the vintage items from Dollar Tree that I wanted, but we're just not getting them in. The parent company is just not sending them to my stores. And from what I've heard, we might not get them until the end of August, beginning of September. And I really don't want to wait that long to do this haul. The reason I do these hauls is so you can see some of the things that are out there to buy for Halloween decor. And if you like some, you can go to the store and get them. So I didn't want to wait much longer. I don't want a lot of these pieces to be gone on you. Granted, some of them probably won't be there, especially at Home Goods, because they tend to only get a few of each item and some they don't restock. But hopefully, if you want most of these items, you'll be able to find them. So with that, I'm just gonna say welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you, and I hope you're enjoying the channel. Please like this video if you like it. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you join my crafty and sometimes spooky community. And share if you have some friends who like this kind of content as well. I do coloring videos, scrapbooking, journaling, general crafts, holiday decor videos. So invite your friends to come join us as well. I would truly appreciate it. So with that, I'm going to start with the Home Goods haul. So as I said, I've been looking for Joanna Parker pieces, and it's been really hard. My store that's like 10 minutes from me is really the only store that's close to me. It's not like Dollar Tree where I could go to like 5 or 6 stores really close. The next closest Home Goods to me is like 20, 25 minutes away, depending on traffic. So I don't get there very often. So I'm kind of relying on my on my hometown Home Goods to get Joanna Parker pieces in. And it's been kind of far and few between. Sometimes I go in there and I don't find anything. I did get 2 new pieces, which I'm going to show you at the end. They're not exactly what I was looking for. I am looking for the cookie jar, the ghost cookie jar. I'm looking for some more of the mugs. I'm looking for the Jack the Cat plates. I'm looking for some of the bowls, and I just don't seem to find them. So I'm gonna keep looking. There's like 2.5 months left of spooky shopping, so all is not lost yet, and I'm keeping the faith that I'm gonna find some more really good Joanna Parker pieces because they are really reasonably priced at Home Goods. I bought a set of Joanna Parker Jack the Cat salt and pepper shakers last year from Amazon, my first Joanna Parker piece purchase ever, and they were $50. So anywhere you go outside of Home Goods, her items are just really sky high. And I think Home Goods is doing a really good job of offering them at reasonable prices. So I'm going to continue the hunt to find some more. I love her pieces and I want to collect as many as possible. So let me get started and show you what I purchased. So the first item I'm going to show you is something that I didn't plan on buying at all. So a lot of people on like the Facebook groups have been showing the pictures that they have at Home Goods. I think they're selling them at TJ Maxx as well, and probably HomeSense and probably Marshall's. I'm just not a Marshall shopper, but I'm sure they're selling them at all 4 of those stores. So they are either the artist's works, like Starry Starry Night or the girl with the pearl earring, and they've been Halloweenified some way, or they're other just scenes, backgrounds, sky, like country backgrounds that have been Halloweenified with witches or ghosts or whatever. And these seem to be really popular. I was not gonna buy one though. I really didn't have any designs on getting one. I don't have a lot of room on my walls at all. I have them pretty much covered with things, and I don't normally switch out my everyday pieces for Halloween art to hang up. I do for Christmas because I have a bunch of pictures and just hanging things that my mom had bought me. So those are very near and dear to my heart, so I always put them out. But for Halloween, I really don't do that. But when I saw this piece, I knew I had to have it, and I just grabbed it. I didn't even think twice. I didn't even look at the price until I was kind of walking away from where I found it. And I just want to tell you a funny story about where I found it. So I think they've been carrying these for a while, but I never saw them before this trip, which was just last week when I found this one. They had them way up high. Let me know in the comments if your HomeGoods has these pictures way up high too. It made no sense to me. They're kind of heavy. I mean, they're not like super heavy, but they're kind of heavy. They're big, they're bulky. And why you would put something like that way up high where, one, most people are not even gonna see them, and two, a lot of people probably could not even get it. I'm 5'8.5", and I had to stand on my tiptoes to get this thing out of like the rack thing that they had it in. It just made no sense to me. It was kind of like they had put all the stuff out and it was on the wall with the wreaths and the garlands. It was kind of like they put everything out and then they're like, oh crap, we have one more box left. They open it up and it's pictures. Where are we gonna put them? We have no real room. Okay, look, we have room up on top. Let's put them up high. It was kind of like an afterthought to me. It just seemed so weird. But anyway, I don't even know how I happened to look up, but I saw them and I saw this one and I just grabbed it. So let me show you. This is what I'm calling Starry Starry Witch. So let me get out of it so you can kind of see it better. So this is Starry Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh, and it has a witch added to it. I just fell in love with this. One of my favorite paintings of all time is Starry Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. My second favorite painting of all time is Gustav Klimt's The Kiss. And I would buy pretty much anything that has either one of those on it or is made with either one of those. So when I saw this, I just went gaga for it. It's nice and bright. It's a great reproduction. This is made by Marmot Hill. And I don't know if I have any other pieces from them, but they do sell quite extensively at the TJ Maxx store. So I think they're a pretty good brand. And I love how the witch is pretty big. In some of the pictures I saw, the Halloween images, like the ghosts or the witches, were really small. And I like that this one is pretty large. And I love that it's in the style of the painting. I think that just makes it look that much more, just better, for lack of a better word. I think I would be disappointed if it looked like it was added on later. Although I think those are cute, but I don't know, for this one, I think for me, it just makes me love it more that she looks like she belongs there. She looks like she belongs in that world that Vincent van Gogh created. And that just makes me just so happy. And I definitely, if someone saw this and didn't know that this was Starry Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh and didn't know that there wasn't a witch on the original, they would think that this is the original painting. And I just love that. Made it so much more attractive to me. This was $16.99, which I think is a really great price. The dimensions of the frame are 18 by 12. And then the dimensions of the picture are approximately 9 by 14. Or is it 12 by 14? Something like that. And so it's a nice size. It's not super heavy, but it has a little bit of weight to it. And then it has a really pretty, ornate, and very detailed frame, which I love. I just don't love the colors. It's kind of like a gray color, which I think is really dull. And then it has gold accents. And I'm just not a gold person. I'm more of a silver. I also like copper and bronze, but I don't think those would go well with this. So I'm gonna paint this frame black. So excited I get to craft it. And I'm gonna paint it black, and then I'm gonna go over it with some silver paint and also maybe a little bit of blue to tie it in with the picture. So I'm really excited to craft this and get it ready for Halloween. I might do it on video. If you'd like to see me do that, let me know in the comments, and I can definitely do it on video. But so excited about this one. So next I got another piece from the Disney Snow White Poison Apple Villains collection. So this is the mug. And I just saw this hanging out on a shelf, and I actually have a little cat mug or special mug collection. Most of them are cats, but just some of my favorite mugs. And I have them displayed on a cake tray that used to be my mom's. And so I had room for one more mug, and so I thought this would be perfect. So this is hand painted. It's a pretty substantial mug. It has a nice big handle. And let me show you the back. Really cute. Beautiful red color in the middle. It's a large size mug. I don't know the ounces. It does not say. But it's a pretty substantial mug. I do want to note that it is not dishwasher or microwave safe. So you don't want to put it in the microwave, and you want to hand wash it. But I just love this, and it goes with my other pieces. If you watch some of my other haul videos, you know that I bought the cookie jar and the measuring cup. So this fits in really well. The only thing I don't like about this is the price. It was $12.99. I almost literally had a heart attack when I saw the price. I'm like, are you kidding me, Disney and Home Goods, for letting them do it? Like, no mug should be over $6 or $7. Maybe 10 max if it's really special. If it has like a cool handle or things on it, maybe. But 13, that is outrageous. I almost didn't get it, but again, I thought, I have some of the other pieces, and I'm probably not going to see this again at my Home Goods at least. So I went ahead and splurged. But I will say I wasn't happy about it. I was definitely not happy about it. So next, this isn't really Halloween, but just wanted to show you. I bought another set of bag clips. I always seem to lose these and not have any when I need them. So I just picked this up. These really cute little black cats. These were located in the aisle where you have to go down before you get to the registers. And I almost always buy something when I'm in that aisle. Sometimes I pick up more than one thing. It's crazy. And these were $4. So really, really good price for that. And now hopefully I won't run out of bag clips when I need them. So next I got this really cute package of Halloween napkins. These are by Clementine Paper Company, and these were $4 for 40 napkins. One thing I will say about the TJ Maxx stores is that they do a really good job with napkins, paper plates, things like that. at reasonable prices. I think 40 napkins for $4 is a really good price. I was really happy with that. And I love the pattern. It's so pretty. Even though it has pink in it, I'm not a pink Halloween girly, but I do really like the pattern. And again, these are going to be used and thrown away. So I really tried not to stress too much about the pattern. They did have many different sets of these patterns, and they also have the smaller drink napkins that are square. I'm not sure how much those are. I would hope they're not the same price as these. I would guess they're $2.99, but really good prices on their napkins. So next, I got this adorable cat. So I probably said this before, but I am very peculiar and particular about my cats, buying cat decor. I do not like them to look overly vicious or be in weird poses or have all their hairs standing on the end or looking like they're gonna bite your head off any second. I don't want them to look mean, nasty. I have a black cat and I don't know, it just does something to me. So I'm very, very choosy about what cat pieces I buy. And when I saw this guy, I just knew I had to have him. Look at his face. It's so cute. It's like he's dreaming or conjuring up a spell or something. I just love it. So this is about 11, maybe 11 and a half inches tall. So it's a pretty substantial piece. And I love the look, like more like a silvery or a pewter look. I think it's basically just silver with a black wash over, but it does look pewter. And I think that gives it a more substantial look. It looks heavy, and I think it gives it a little bit of class too. They could have just done this black and called it a day, but I really like how they did something different with it. And you can really see all the hairs in here. I love all the detail. And then the back is equally as cute. Look at the tail. I just love that. So cute. So I love his little hat. I love his little bow. I just love everything about it. This piece was $12.99, which, even though I wish it were cheaper, I think this is not a bad price for this, really. It's a little light. I think it's made out of resin, and it's definitely hollow. So you do want to be conscientious of where you put this. I definitely have to be, because my cat likes to knock everything down and over, whether it's on the floor, whether it's on a table or a counter. If his little paws can make it move, he's gonna make it fall. And so I really think that if this thing falls, it will crack or break or shatter. It's not very thick and it's not very sturdy. So just wanted to point that out. So if you want to get this, just be considerate of that. If you have any pets, cats, dogs, whatever, that could knock things over. I have had him on the floor at the corner of one of my display cabinets, and Finn, to my knowledge, has not even gone near him, so that's a good sign. And when I put him back, I'm gonna anchor him down with some duct tape just to make sure that he can't knock him over, because if he tries and he sees that he can't make it move at all, he gives up. So that is one thing I will do to make sure he cannot knock this over. So the next item I got was this cute little skelly. So I was walking around with one other item that was less than $10, and I had a reward certificate to spend. So I had to buy something else. So I did a once over of the store. Didn't find any Joanna Parker at that point. Didn't really see anything that I wanted to buy. I'm on a budget, and I am careful about what I buy. I just don't buy everything I see that I like, because if I did, my charge card would have been maxed out months ago. Like, seriously. I like a lot of items in the TJ Maxx stores, but that doesn't mean I buy them. I only buy things that I really love. So I was having a hard time finding something else that I really loved on this day. And I circled back and saw him and I was like, you know what? I think I do really like him. So I got him and I'm so glad I did. So this was $12.99. This is a candy corn lane. And I must say that the craftsmanship of this guy is amazing. The fabric is really nice. It is like linen, muslin, and it's pretty soft, but it does have a texture. And look at the stitching. Look at how they did the stitching here to make the head like go a little bit wider in this area. Like that's good craftsmanship. That is quality, and I really appreciate that. I love his face. Like with cats, I am very choosy about skellies. I don't like them to be all white, and this guy is a really nice beige color because bones are not pure white. So I just have a thing with that. I don't know, it's just a quirk with me. I'd love to know in the comments if you feel that way too. And I like their faces to be kind of cute. And his face, let's face it, is really cute. I love how it's a little quirky with kind of the mismatched eyes and the little heart nose. I think he's just adorable. And another feature that I love is that he doesn't have like the rope between his limbs. I hate that. I think it makes it look cheap. Like some of those big ones that are like $100, the limbs are hanging on ropes. Like that's just, I don't know, it's just cheesy to me and cheapens it, makes it so it's not really worth $100. I'm glad that all of his limbs are sewn onto his body. He is stuffed and everywhere, like his limbs are stuffed as well. And let me show you the legs. The feet, I think they're kind of cute. I kind of wish they had like embroidery of like a real skeleton's foot on there, what our feet really look like. But I do think it's kind of cute. It looks like he has boots on or something. And then all of the bones are embroidered, which again is another quality touch. And check out the back. There's even bones embroidered on the back. Look at his bum bone. Oh my gosh, I love it. This cracked me up. So he is just adorable. He's pretty tall. So I would say he's at least 18 inches. So here he is at 12 and there's quite a bit left. So I would say this is 18 to 20 inches tall. Really, really nice piece. He was $12.99 and I really think he is worth the price. Again, of course, I would love to pay less, but quality wise, I do think that this is worth the price. I didn't see too many of him. In fact, he's the only one I saw. So I'm not sure if this is an item they've had for a while and are phasing out, or if they're going to get more, or if it was a new item. I'm not sure. But if you like him, I hope you can get yourself one because he's just adorable. He's going to go on my couch when I decorate. And I have two cats shelf sitters that are like him. One that's really big that I got from Target last year, and a smaller one that I got from Target this year. And they can make a little family. It's going to be so cute. I can't wait. So the next piece I got, I actually got two that are similar pattern. So I got this caddy. So I had been watching one of Jack Valentine's videos. He is a spooky guy. He does Halloween hauls, Halloween shopping, Halloween decorating, things like that. And he was showing a haul that he did, and he bought a lot of these pieces with this toile pattern. And it wasn't really until I saw him show them that I appreciated just how cool these are. And I was like, okay, if I see any in my Home Goods, I'm gonna buy them. So this is the pattern. It is so pretty. So it's very toile looking, and oh, it's just adorable. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I'm a toile lover anyway. I kind of gravitate toward toile fabric. So this was just perfect. So this is the caddy. This was $12.99. It is made by Prima Design, and it has 4 little compartments in here. I believe these items are meant for like having a party. So there's this caddy where you would put like silverware in. I'll show you the next piece that you would put like wooden spoons and spatulas in and things like that. They have an ice bucket that's pretty big. They have a set of plates. They have a set of cutlery that's wrapped in napkins with this pattern. They have a couple big trays. So it's all like party serving oriented. But I'm going to use this for my craft items. I don't know what exactly is going to go in here, but I'll figure it out because it's just adorable. And I will keep this out year round. It is just amazing. The handle's pretty nice. It is anchored really well, and it's metal, and then it has this nice wooden handle. So the craftsmanship is really nice. I do think $12.99 is a decent price, even though, of course, I'd like it to be cheaper. But I'm really happy with this piece. It's pretty nice. And then the other one I got with the same pattern is the I don't know what you call this, like let's see if it has a name on it. No, it doesn't. So this is like the spatula wooden spoon holder. So again, same pattern on it. It is tin. It has a nice black edge, and then inside is white. So I again am going to use this for craft items. Not sure what, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. And this was $6.99, which I thought was a reasonable price. So I love these 2 pieces. I don't think I'm gonna buy any more. I don't have a need for the ice bucket. It's just huge. Or the trays. I don't have parties or anything too often, so I don't need the plates and the cutlery. So I think I'm just gonna be happy with those pieces. And then the last non-Joanna Parker piece I bought was this tray. So when I entered my Home Goods, I saw this right away. I don't think I'd been in the store for 30 seconds, and I saw this on an end cap. I loved it. I picked it up. I looked at the price, which was $6.99, and I'm like, absolutely, I'm getting it. So this is a 13th and Elm, and Home Goods carries a lot of their pieces. So let me show you as close up as I possibly can. So I love this. This is very vintage, kind of primitive. I just love it. And there's so many little Halloween characters in there. You have like a witch and people trick-or-treating, and you have the graveyard, the witch flying in front of the moon, and you have a little ghosty here, and you have some more people in costumes down here. It is just so sweet. This is a pretty big piece. So I would say, again, it's about 18 inches wide and what, maybe 8 inches tall. I think I'm using, yeah, about 8 inches tall. So it's a pretty big piece. It is melamine. It is slated as a sandwich tray. So you could definitely use this to serve sandwiches, to serve cookies, crackers and cheese, fruit, whatever you wanted to. I'm looking to see if it is, okay, hold on, give me 1 second. It is written in really small print. I don't even know if I can read it. I do not know. I can't tell if this is, okay. Oh, dishwasher safe, not microwave safe. Okay, so I finally saw it. I just want to show you. That wording is in this little circle. It was almost impossible to see. So it is dishwasher safe, so you can throw this in the dishwasher. You just can't put it in the microwave. I would say that this would not be something that would even fit in a microwave. I don't think it would fit in mine. Mine is not that big. So, but it is dishwasher safe, which is nice to know. So you can use this as a serving platter, put whatever you want on it and just throw it in your dishwasher and you'll be good to go. I am just gonna display this on a plate stand. I just love this. It just is so my style and just fits in with my Halloween decor really well. So the last two items I bought are the Joanna Parker items. So, oh, I kind of put them far away from me. So, again, these are not exactly what I was looking for, but I'm really happy I got them nonetheless. So the first is this adorable little set of Frankenstein and his bride salt and pepper shakers. And you can see the Joanna Parker label up in the corner. And her pieces are unmistakable. You just know a Joanna Parker piece when you see it. There are many copycats. You'll see copycats in Home Goods now where they're trying to make their designs look like Joanna Parker. But you have to be discerning and look for the Joanna Parker label. Although some of those things are really cute. And I was actually really tempted to buy a mug by one of those other companies that look very much like Joanna Parker's cat. But I don't know. I didn't ultimately buy it, and I can't really say why. But I don't know. It just felt fake to me. Like it looked like a Joanna Parker, but it wasn't. And I don't know. It just didn't feel right to me to buy it. So these were $12.99. And I could totally see why. They're pretty big. So I'm going to open it up so I can show you them individually. I hadn't even opened these up yet. All right. So these are ceramic. So here's Frankie. And Frankie is the pepper, which makes sense. He's a little bit more fiery. And then there's the back. So cute. And these are pretty substantial. These are probably like 2.5 inches wide at their widest point. And height-wise, I would say about maybe 3 inches. Yeah, about 3 inches tall. So these are pretty substantial. The cats that I got from Amazon last year are probably only like 2 inches high and are really skinny. So not anywhere as large as these. And then here is the bride of Frankie. So cute. I love the hair. And then here's the back. And she is the salt. So cute. I most likely will not use these as salt and pepper shakers. I will probably display these. Now I have 3 sets of Joanna Parker salt and pepper shakers, so I'll probably keep them together. And I have some room on my mantle. So my mantle's pretty long and very wide. It's in like a corner. And I have my TV on it, but the TV is kind of set back, so I have room to put little tchotchkes and stuff. So I'll probably put all of these salt and pepper shakers there so I can see them all the time. And then the other set I got was the jack-o'-lanterns. And these were $9.99. And you could totally tell why. Both of them are exactly the same. There's no difference. And these are a little bit smaller than the Frankie and Frankie's bride ones. So let me show you these. So actually I'm just going to show you one because they're the same otherwise. So here they are. So both of them look exactly the same. This one's the salt one, and then the other one is the pepper one, obviously. So the only way you can tell these apart is to look at the number of holes. 3 holes for salt, 2 holes for pepper, unless you want to change it. Of course you can, but I always do it that way. So adorable. Again, just look at that face. Mwah, I just love it. So adorable. So that's my Home Goods haul. And next I will do the very big, very spread out Dollar Tree haul. So before I get to showing you the items I got from Dollar Tree, I just want to make it clear that, again, these are bought over many weeks of stocking them for the vintage items that I really want. And I divided these up into the smaller items and then the larger items. So I'm going to show you the smaller things first and then the larger items. And I did get a lot of like the crafty items, or the things that you can craft with. And I guess I didn't realize that. So I'm really excited because that fits right in with my channel. So let me get started. So one of the things I saw really early on was this little skull tree. And I waited to get him until there were a bunch of other things that I wanted to buy at the same time. And I noticed that people were buying them up, so I needed to go ahead and get it before it sold out. So this guy lights up. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe you can see it better on this side. Let me see. You can see it flashes like different colors. Red, green, purple, orange. It's very subtle, but it's really cute. I like this piece a lot. It is cute. And to be honest, I guess I should have said this beforehand. I do not know how much everything was. They are changing their prices. Most of their things are going from $1.25 to $1.50, and their other items have gotten more expensive too. So like things that were $3 might be $5 or $7 now. So they have put red stickers over the original prices. And I don't think the red stickers mean anything. I saw one video where she thought it meant that they were $7, but I know this wasn't $7. I think it was $3, but I don't know for sure. And it makes it kind of confusing, but I just go in there and I'm like, if I see something I like, I just pick it up, because chances are you're not gonna see it for that much longer. Some items they get back in, others they don't. So I just go ahead and buy them. They're cheap enough. This would probably be like $10 in other stores. So you're still getting a bargain as far as I'm concerned. So I just go ahead and get it. So the next item I got was this really cute set of decorative picks. So there are 6 of them in here. These are actually a fall item. I think these were $1.50. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they were. So these are very glittery orange. To my recollection, they also had black, and I think they had purple as well of those. So these are not Halloween, but I did pick up a couple. So they have these really nice candle holders in their candle section. They have a bunch of different styles. So they had this style, which is a little bit shorter, and it has a little bit of a bigger base, and the opening is nice and wide, so it will take most taper candles. And then they have this one, which is a little bit taller, so you can see comparatively. And this one has a little bit shorter of a top. Again, it still takes a taper candle, although this one is a little bit narrower. So what I do is when I'm gonna buy a candle holder, I take a taper candle. You can usually find one in the store where you wanna buy your candle holders, and I test them to make sure that they will fit. So these were both $1.25. They did not change the prices on these. And I think probably because they had already been there, they didn't come in new. I bet you when they restock these, the prices will go up maybe to $1.50. But I bought 2 of each kind. I just have a ton of candles, and I probably bought some more. So I wanted to make sure I have enough candle holders to house them all. So I bought a couple sets of these clip flowers. So they had a bunch of colors. They had black, purple, which I picked up. I picked up, I think, 3 of the black ones. And I think they had silver and orange, and I think they had white as well. I'm gonna take these most likely off the clips and use them for crafting purposes. So there's some other items that I'm gonna show you later that I think I'm gonna add some of these flowers to. And I'm gonna use some of these flowers in my curiosity cabinet when I fill it, whenever I get a chance to do that. So these, I believe, were $1.50. So then I also got these skull bows. So I bought a package of the black and a package of the green. These may have been $3. I don't know. They were either $1.50 or $3. And they're just so cute. So you get 3, and they have the skull in the middle, and they're very, very sparkly, and they're like the filigree pattern. You can see a little bit better on the tails there. I love the tails. They're nice and finished. They're kind of long. These do come on like wires. So they're not the clip ones. So these would be easy to add to a tree or to add to decor, to like crafting, to add to different pieces. So these would look cool like on a picture frame or something like that. I think I'm gonna use these in different ways. I think I will use maybe a couple on the tree and a couple as decorative items. So the next thing I got was this flameless candle. So this does not have batteries right now. I am actually sitting right next to my battery drawer. So I'm gonna pull some out and show you, because actually I would like to see how it lights. I only bought one because I was sort of like, I don't know how this is gonna look. I think this might have been $1.50. I doubt it was 3. I would say definitely $1.50. So I only bought one because I wasn't sure how it would look. So you can kind of see, I don't know if I have anything black. Oh, actually I do. Let's see. So you can kind of see how it looks. It's not super bright. It just basically has like a little like bulb that would be in like fairy lights. So, but for $1.50, I think that was a pretty good price. I sort of regret not buying 2. I don't know what my thought process was, but there are places where I do put just one candle. So I guess I'll have to do that because I only have one of them. And those I think sold out, and I don't know if they're gonna get them back. There's tons of time still till Halloween, so I'm hoping they will get them back. I think I would like to buy one more. They had white ones, I believe, and black as well. So I bought 2 little sets of the pumpkins. These are in like the crafting area. So I bought like the lighter orange set and the darker orange set. So I think these were, again, $1.50. I doubt they were $3, so I think these were $1.50. They had, I believe, black ones, and I don't know if they had like an even darker one than this, I believe, like almost brown. And these are on like little wires. So you could use these on a tree. You could use these on like packages if you wanted to. I'm probably going to use some in my curiosity cabinet, and then I will probably glue these like Krafty to some other items that I have. Finn just smushed down the top of my bag. You may have heard it. That was all the crunching that you might have heard. So next I got this really cool ribbon. I was keeping my eyes on this, and I noticed that this ribbon was going fast. Every time I went Let me see. Okay, there we go. That might be face up. I'm not sure, but for the skulls it is. Every time I went, it seemed like there were fewer and fewer of these. So I just decided to pick one up. This was $1.50. It is 3 yards and it is wired ribbon. So the edges have the wire in. So I'm going to use this to make some bows. So, and I'm not sure where I'm going to put the bows, but I will definitely use it to make bows. And then in their Krafty section, not necessarily Halloween, I just got some of this string. It's white and a color, so brown, orange, and yellow. So I will definitely use the brown and the orange, most likely to hang Christmas ornaments or my spooky ornaments on my spooky tree. And maybe for some other items as well. I might make some little bows with them, or sometimes I use them to hang things as well. These were $1.25, again, because they were already there and weren't new coming in. I wonder if the price is gonna go up when they restock these. So next I got this set of ornaments. So this is, actually I got 2 sets. So this is the jack-o'-lantern, and I believe these were $1.50, not quite sure. And they come with 8, and then you also get the jute string, which you can see on the bottom, to tie them so you can make a hanger for them. So I just love the look of this jack-o'-lantern, so cute. And then I also bought the witches' hats. So again, I think these were $1.50, and there's 8 of them, and you get the string as well. So in the craft section, not the Halloween section, I got these flowers. I'm always looking for flowers to add to things. They're great to put in the corner of picture frames and like hanging things. And I want to use a couple of these in my curiosity cabinet as well. I believe these were $1.50. They might have been $3, but I'm not sure, and there's no price on it. So not sure on that one. So this next piece I only saw one of, and I was like, I think you're here for me, so I need to get you. Well, this ghost topper. Excuse me. So they had a lot of different toppers. They had a jack-o'-lantern. They had a witch hat. I think they had, I'm not sure if they had a cat. I don't know, because I think I would have bought the cat. So I don't think they had a cat, but I think they had one other one. And then there was one left of this ghost, and I'm like, yep, I need to have him. So he is glittery and iridescent. I love that. And he has a metal wire cone applicator to stick on the branch. I think he'll be perfect for my little 3-foot tree. I don't know if he would be appropriate for a larger tree, like if you have a full-size tree, like a 6-foot or 7-foot spooky tree. I think he'd be too small. You'd want something bigger. But for smaller trees, I think he is absolutely perfect. I do think this was $1.50. Again, not sure. Could have been $3, but I don't think so. So next, I got 2 of these. So this adorable DIY hanging skeleton. So let me show you the picture of what he looks like. Oh, he's so cute. And you can see that he comes already attached with the rings, which I think is great. And this is a light wood. So these are wood, and you can paint them or not. I will probably definitely paint them. So, excuse me. Why I say probably definitely, I have no idea. I hate that I say those 2 words together because they make no sense. I will definitely paint this. I'll probably paint it like either a cream or a white, and then I will distress it with ink or paint, brown, maybe a little bit of black as well to scruff him up. But I bought 2 of these so I could hang them. I have a couple places. I have a couple like candle lanterns. You can see one behind me, and I might hang them there, or I have a lot of closet doors that have handles, that have 2 handles, so I can hang one on each of those. I definitely have places to hang this guy. I think he's so cute. And again, not being a skeleton person very much, I love those. So the next thing is I bought one of these little mini sets, and they had, to my recollection, 3 different kinds. So they had one that had a lot of cats and a witch. I was gonna buy that one, but to be honest, I didn't like the witch. It was just ugly. It just didn't, I don't know, I just didn't like it. So I really tried to buy one of these sets that I liked most of the pieces. I don't love all the pieces in this one either, but I like most of them. So you have some skulls. I love those. Like hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. You have the haunted house. You have a little gravestone. I believe there's a bat sitting on it. You have the light post with some skulls. And then you have the beware sign that has some more skulls on it. So I felt like this was the best set that I liked. I'm going to use some of these pieces in my curiosity cabinet, and then the rest I will probably put around my haunted houses that I have. I have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 now. So those will adorn the haunted houses. So next I got just a set of these little purple eyeball flowers, and they also have some skulls. So I'm probably going to take this apart and use these as crafty items to add to my curiosity cabinet, or attach to picture frame or whatever. So I'm not going to use this as a branch. I bought this exclusively to take apart and use the individual little pieces for. So next I got this little pumpkin guy. They have had these since like June. They've been in the stores really early, and I didn't pick them up. They have a black one with orange. They have a orange one with black, and then they have the white with black. And I don't know, they just didn't, I don't know, I didn't see them as all that great. But then when I went this last time, I picked this one up the last time I went to Dollar Tree and bought anything. They hardly had any left, and they had one of the white. And I was like, you know what? He is kind of cute. I'll go ahead and pick him up. I think he was $1.50. I'm almost positive, which I think is a pretty good price. It is, I believe it's resin. It's kind of hefty, but not heavy, and it has a gold stem. I think I'm going to paint this stem brown. I don't care for the gold stem, but I like everything else about him. So he's really cute. And then I bought a pack of the white skulls. These are styrofoam, and they are glittery. Let me try to show you one so you could see the face. So there's the skull face. It's a little hard to see because it's all white. And this has 16. These were $1.50. So I have some ideas to use these, like to cut them in half and put them on something. And when I show you one of the larger pieces, that's what I want to use it on. So, and then I'll probably use some of these others as bowl fillers. That's technically what they are. And I might use some as ornaments. I might add some string to them and hang them on the tree or on some of my spooky branch trees. I don't know, but I'll definitely use these up. And then similarly, I bought the eyeballs. So these are kind of creepy. Again, these were $1.50. You get 12 of these. I'll probably put them in some bowls. I might make some into ornaments, put them on the trees. And I wanted to use some of these as well in my curiosity cabinet. So the next thing I got was this adorable set of felt cats. So there's 12 of them. I believe these were $1.50. They don't have like hanging hole or anything at the top. So they're not necessarily for ornaments, but I think that's what I intend to use them for, is ornaments or at least hanging things. So I can hang them on knobs or wherever. So I'm just going to decorate these with, put some faces on and maybe some bows. And I think these will be super cute. They had other shapes. I believe they had a ghost. They had a witch hat. They had a pumpkin. They might have had a Frankenstein. I'm not totally sure, but I like black cats. And then I just got a little set of fairy lights. These are purple. I will say that these are going fast. So if you want to get some more fairy lights, get to Dollar Tree. I believe these were $1.50. They might have been $3. $3 is probably more likely. I have not tested these yet, but these have 12 and they are LED battery operated. Let's see. I'm not sure what batteries it takes. I'm trying to see. I don't know. I have no idea what batteries these take. So I guess I'll find out when I open it up. And then I also got this set of glass lights. There's 20 in here. Look at how adorable those are. I am so mad at myself I did not get more sets. I cannot find these anymore now. I'm so mad. I should have gotten 3. I believe these were 7. I would say either 5 or 7. But these are adorable and I can't find them. If I do find more, I'm going to pick some more up. I want to put these on the tree. And let's see, I believe these are plug-in, so they're not battery, which is excellent. And I believe they had these in orange as well, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't really pay attention. I knew I just wanted purple because my tree already has orange lights on it, so I wanted something different. I'm just so angry I only got one set. I don't know what I was thinking. Those are awesome. And then I did buy some more ornaments for the tree. So they have a ton of sets of these. They have like black ones with white ones with eyeballs. They have black ones with orange ones. They have all black. There's some are striped. They have some that have skulls on them. There's just all different kinds. I would say there's probably 6 or 7 different kinds. So I got the purple with the white eyeballs. My tree is black and I have a bunch of black ornaments already, so I didn't want to get any more black ones. So I wanted to get the purple. And they are all glittery, so they do have glitter on them. And they do have gold hangers. I will probably swap out the hangers. I don't like these gold string hangers. They're really fine and hard to deal with, and they twist really easily. So I'm probably gonna change out these for either some jute rope or the string that I bought earlier. And then these kind of go together. I don't know if they're meant to be a set necessarily, but they're very similar. So I got the cat, and my store just got these in. Like, they did not have them before last week. And I think I went there on, I want to say Friday, and they did not have them as of Wednesday. So they must have gotten them sometime between Wednesday afternoon and Friday afternoon when I went. So the cat is so adorable. These, I believe, were $3 each, and they're pretty heavy. Like, they're substantial. I don't know. I don't know if I would call this ceramic. It might be, but look at his little face, and he has the little jack-o'-lantern. I'm gonna put something on top of this jack-o'-lantern. I have a little candle that I might put on him, or I could make a little hat, but I don't like it open like that and empty. It looks kind of weird. But I love it. He has his little frill collar. He has his little witch hat. He is scuffed up a little bit, so I am going to touch him up in places. But the paint job is definitely not perfect on any of these, but they're just so cute. So love him. And then I got the little, I don't know if this is supposed to be a ghosty girl, or just a witch. but she's adorable. I love the face on the jack-o'-lantern. So cute. Here's the back. And again, there's some paint mess ups here, like here, and a couple places on the jack-o'-lantern. So I'm just gonna touch those up. But for $3, it was totally worth it. I can totally touch that up. It's not a problem at all. I love her little green face, and she's got hands there, and I love her little purple kind of taffeta top collar. Very cute. Sorry, Finn is attacking a bag again. And then this one is the last one. So this is the Ghosty. Love his face. So cute. He looks so sad. Maybe he didn't get any Halloween candy. But again, really hefty. Love the little purple collar. Here's the back. I love how he has the little blushy cheeks. This one's probably the best one. There's the least amount to touch up. Like there's a little bit of like pink stuff there, but he's actually in pretty good shape as far as the paint goes. So I probably won't have to do too much touch up on him, but those are adorable. And I probably will display them together. They just kind of look like they go together. So that's all the smaller stuff. So now I'm going to show you the larger stuff. So let me show you this piece. So this is one of the first pieces I got. And to be honest, I haven't seen these in the stores since. I don't know if maybe they're gonna get more, but they had 3 different shapes of these, 3 different designs. I only liked the ghost. So this is a ceramic, could be a candy dish or whatever you want for it, jewelry. And then it has the lid. So I believe this was $5. So it does say that on the bottom. So this was $5. And I just thought he was so cute. So here's a ghost with a little costume on. It's just adorable. And the paint job is pretty good. There are some areas like here where it's a little chipped. I'm just gonna go over that with a black permanent marker. But otherwise he looks pretty good. I did drop mine and cracked it all up. You can see where I taped it, but it's actually okay because I'll just display that to the back and it'll be fine. I don't know if I'm gonna use this to put anything in. I think I'm just gonna display him like this, but he is just so cute. I wish I could show you. Finn totally flattened the bag that I had right in front of me and is now laying on it, happy as a clam. I can't believe he's not feeling the things that are inside there because they're probably pretty lumpy. Oh my gosh, he's a mess. So the next thing I got were, they're 2 of the same, but they have different designs. So they actually had 4 different designs of these, and I really only like 2 of them. So here's the first one. So this is a standing coffin piece. So this has a jack-o'-lantern and a candle and a bat on it. And then the other one I liked was this one with the skull and the candles and the bats. They had another skull one where the skull was looking to the side and there were like flowers on it. I don't know, I just didn't like the colors. And then to be honest, I don't remember what the 4th one was. These were $1.50, which is a great price. And if you look at the back, this is a chalkboard and you can write on it. So super cool. I am probably not gonna write on it, but I'm gonna craft these. So first of all, I don't like the color of the frame. It's like kind of a light green color. I don't know, it just doesn't go at all. So I'm gonna paint the frames black. And then with the back, I'm going to put on some things on it. So this was where I thought I would use 1 or maybe 3 of those styrofoam skulls I showed you earlier, like gluing them to the middle. I might use some flowers. So I'm gonna make another design on here. So that way I can show either side, I can flip them around, or I can put them someplace where you can see both sides at the same time. So I'm really excited to craft these. Love the fronts, but I'm gonna change the the backs and the frames. So next I broke down and got one of these, and they actually have a couple other ones that I like. They have some with words and they have some that are square, and I really do kind of like them. So I don't know, I might buy one more. But this is the first one I got. I believe this was $7. So here you have one way you look at her, she's a beautiful maiden, and then when you flip it, she becomes a skeleton skull, ugly maiden. And this does light up. So let me show you, and make noise. So let me show you what it does. So last time when I used it, it shut off after a couple rounds. I think it might be motion activated. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to keep the sound on or not, but I do kind of like it. The lights are kind of weird. I wish they were red instead of blue. I think that would look a little better. The back, it does have a stand, so you can stand this. You don't have to hang it, which was part of why I liked it. And then it also has a hanger, so you can hang this. So you can do either one. The frame is kind of cool. It's very ornate, but it looks super plasticky. It looks super cheap. So I'm gonna paint this to dull it down, and then I might add another color, maybe silver, I'm not sure, to bring out some of the design in here. So I will make this look a little bit better than it is now. So next I got this cute cat on the jack-o'-lantern. Now I was gonna pass this up because it is plastic, obviously, and it looks very plastic. It's so shiny. It just looks very cheap. And I was gonna pass it up, and actually I kind of left it. I went and looked at other aisles. I came back. I went and looked at other aisles, and I came back. And then I was like, you know what is gonna make the difference for me? How it lights. So one of the things I really liked was the light is up in the middle. It's not on the bottom. A lot of times these big pieces are lit on the bottom and you hardly get any light at the top. So that kind of encouraged me. So I flipped it on, and this was what sold me. It lights up very, very well, and you can see in the cat's face really, really well. You can tell that there's bulbs both on the bottom, in the jack-o'-lantern, and on the top. So this is what sold me. This was $7, and I think it is controlled by one of the watch batteries, or maybe a couple of the watch batteries. So you'll want to have some on hand for when it decides to die. But I just thought this was a super cute piece with the lights. I am going to craft this baby. I'm going to paint it and dull it down, and then scuff it up and make it look a little bit more vintage. I'm going to add some white into this cat to bring out his features. So I'm really excited to craft this guy and make it look more vintage and more fitting with my decor. So the last two items are kind of the same, but they're different styles, different designs. So the first one is this black bat tree. These are really super popular. They're really popular for Christmas, and within the last couple years, they have gotten popular with Halloween as well. So this one is, let's see, where's my ruler? I don't know, I would say this is maybe 8 inches tall, maybe 9, hold on. Yeah, so maybe like around 9 inches tall, almost 10. So it's a pretty good size. I would say it's like 4 inches at its widest point. And I love the little bat design. So this one has purple bulbs. I believe they have another one that has, I think that one has orange bulbs, but I wanted the purple. And this does light up. So I believe it lights up. It has watch batteries as well. So that's it lit. It probably looks brighter in the dark, but these don't light up super dark anyway. I have a couple for Christmas and they're not super bright, but they just give a faint little light, which is really cute. So I really like this guy. And then the other one I got, I've been looking for. So they have 4. They have 2 black. They have an orange one that's pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. And then they have this one. I love this one, and this is what I was looking for. Look at the ghost on the top. He just looks like he is having the best time. And everybody else's face is kind of like, what did I get myself into? Why am I at the bottom of all these stacks of ghosts? Like, this is just the cutest thing. It is pure white with only the black faces and then clear white bulbs. So let me show you how this looks lit. So the bulbs are more like the yellow light, but oh, so cute. It took me a while to find this guy. We had the black ones and the jack-o'-lantern ones, but I could not find this one. And finally I found it. The last trip I went to, which was last Friday, and there were 2. So I was like, yep, one's coming home with me. So I just love this guy. So that is finally the end of this haul. Actually, it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. So I think it's only about an hour, maybe a bit longer. I'm not sure. I did it in 2 parts, so I'll have to see how long it is when both segments are together. But thank you for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed seeing some of the items that I got. Let me know what are your favorites. Let me know if you have any of these pieces and if you love them as much as I do. And just let me know what you're doing. Are you spooky shopping? Are you crafting? Let me know what's going on with you. I hope you are having a wonderful summer. I know for us up here, it is starting to gradually get away from summer and go towards fall. We're still hot during the day. Like, we've been in the 90s, but at night it can get down in the low 60s and high 50s. So when it starts to do that, we start to know that fall is approaching and our summer is not going to be here too much longer. So I am just trying to enjoy the rest of the summer, and I'm trying to craft as much as possible. I'm trying to color a lot and do some other Halloween projects. I'm trying to get my curiosity cabinet, it escaped me for a minute, my curiosity cabinet done and make some little journals and things and get organized. So I've got a lot on my plate, a lot I'm trying to do along with work. So I hope you are happily busy as well, but make sure to take time for you. Our lives get really busy and stressful. I just hope that you can relax and do some things that you really love and things that make you happy and things that calm you down and bring you peace, because our lives are just so hectic and we need to have that in our lives. So that's why I craft. It's probably why you craft. So I hope you're getting crafty and having a great week, month, summer, whatever it is. So thank you so much again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and again, a very crafty day. See you next time.